All right.
All right. Welcome to episode 7 of the various podcasts. My name is Manuel, also known as Soul the Kid.
And
Sometimes.
my name is Jesse, also known as Kivio. Welcome
Yeah.
to the show.
Welcome. Um, I think I have a pretty interesting topic today. 7. Who? Uh, Yeah, so I was trying to think of a subject, and funny enough, I just kind of like stumbled upon this one by accident because it came kind of like topical for me at least. Um, so hold on, let me just bring up my notepad over here. So today's subject is going to be related to restaurants. Um, I want to talk about like I like experiencing different types of food, especially in restaurants. I have a tendency to like not buy the same stuff every time. Obviously, I have like favorites depending,
Yeah.
but I do tend to like want to try different stuff. Uh, Today though, we'll talk about like all kinds of different things. We can talk about like fast food restaurants and how they compare to each other, or even compared to like better restaurants that we've gone to.
Are you gonna somehow loop this around to Wendy's?
No, I wasn't planning on it, but now that you said that.
I just feel like it's topical. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, why is it topical? Hold on.
You haven't heard?
Oh, because of the
It's essentially gonna be like a stock market going to fucking Wendy's because
yeah.
the price variables.
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know. And then Wendy said that that wasn't gonna happen, and I'm not sure if that's true or if they just tried to word it sneakily. But
Mhm.
no, it's nothing related about it. I did hear about it though.
Oh, okay.
But no, we don't
I'm
have.
not sure what the actual news on that was. I just remember hearing about it. And the memes were pretty funny.
Okay. Uh, No, this is just about like what we like at restaurants. It could be like we can talk about like funny stories if something funny happened. It doesn't even have to be related to the food necessarily. Even if just like something you went to a restaurant, something funny happened or whatever, or interesting doesn't have to be funny either. Um, but we can't talk about the food or experiences. Whether it was a bad or a good experience, and comparing like fast food to better restaurants, like I said. Uh, yeah,
It's super vague.
it is. Well, yeah, it's a little bit vague, I guess, but I feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
to talk about.
There's lots to talk about. There
Um,
is, but it's like we don't have a particular goal.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Um,
Uh, Trying to think of like a narrative to paint with restaurants.
well, I think we could start it simple and make it really relatable for probably a lot of people. Although we are in Canada, so like there's variance a little bit, but maybe we can talk about like fast food restaurants first and what we think of them and like which ones we might like more and why.
We could tier list them. I know we don't have a visual graph, but we could essentially say like, "Oh, this one's A tier," and you can be like, "No, it's B tier, bitch." You know?
Yeah, we could do. See, that was my so before we started the podcast, I told him that I had a potentially slightly different idea for the podcast. I didn't say like what it was because it's supposed to be a surprise, obviously. Um, that was the second one. I was like, maybe we could put like tier lists and like discuss uh fast food too expensive and like
Mm-hmm.
to just tier list them essentially without like all the extra fluff.
Yeah, I think having the tier list as a narrative to talk
Nope,
about
this
them
is
is more.
my subject, motherfucker. So you're not taking over my podcast or my subject on this podcast.
You're right. I'm merely suggesting it'd probably be better.
I kind of want to do it too, but it's just I had this whole thing in my head of like, because you can, because I like it's just very topical for me because of something that happened recently. So I'm like, I really want. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's do the tier list. I can still talk about it. We can still tell stories and stuff. It's fine.
The worst part, I was gonna say, never mind the tier list. Tell me what's making it topical so I can build off what you're saying. Because I am on the deep end on this side.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just topical because it's something that just happened to me, but like it can be any story. Like if something happened to you a long time ago or something too, right? Or me or whatever. But you know, we could do a tier list and then but we can tell stories as we go and stuff like that, like if it comes up or the only issue might be is that like the story I might want to tell about this one restaurant might not be a restaurant that you went to, so it would be hard for you to put it anywhere on the tier list, you know?
You're talking about the chicken place?
It's not, no. No, it's not the chicken place.
Because I haven't gone to that one and you have.
Yeah.
So.
But that's a good example, right? So there we go. So our tier list, how do we do a tier list if we haven't like gone to all the same places?
We just don't rate it. Because there's a lot more restaurants that we have gone.
Then I just can't tell my story.
Tell your goddamn story. You're edging me with it anyway.
I don't want to because it's such a good story. You guys should.
What the fuck should it be?
Keep listening to the podcast till the end to hear a really cool story.
I'm fucking curious about.
Okay. Okay, let me bring up a list of fast food restaurants. Let's start with fast food for now, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe we can even bring up one of those websites where you can like put stuff into tiers. So Canadian fast food chains. 200. Wait, oh, never mind.
This Canadian fast food chain is going to include the American ones? Because we still have those.
It has A&W. Is that Canadian or American?
I think A&W is Canadian, right?
It has Boston Pizza.
That was created in Boston's in the name.
I've never been to Boston Pizza, though.
I'm not a Boston Pizza enjoyer.
You know what? Whatever. Let's just go off of this list, and if we think of anything else that might not be on the list or whatever, then we'll just obviously mention it too.
Cool.
So let me go tier list. Sorry for listener only people. you won't. I guess the stream people won't, and the video people won't see the list either. But
I don't even get to see the list.
Good point.
No one but you, baby.
I thought we were both making a list. That's why.
I was just gonna spit it out of my mouth.
Oh.
If that's okay.
What is this? Oh my god. I found a list that has everything, a lot of it in it already. The only issue is that it's an American list, obviously. So like it might not have Canadian stuff in it.
Yeah.
Can I add stuff to the list? How do I add something? I don't know how to add additional images to your tier list.
I think you'll do better with a Google list than we do verbal.
Okay, I'm not gonna be. I'll have to write it down in my notepad what we ranked them as because I'm not gonna remember.
We don't have to. We don't have to go back to the whole list either.
No, well, I kind of want to remember, so it's fine.
Guess I suddenly flipped the narrative. You're like, oh, you said this.
I mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. So what we do? S, A, B, C, and F.
No, there's D. You gotta include D.
D?
Then F. You skip the E.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck the E. That's how school works.
Oh, we could have a never had. This one has like a never had
yeah,
category. So like
had 6.
if one of us didn't have it, Never had. Okay. So we're going. I'm just gonna go. This is in alphabetical order, so I'm just gonna follow that order because why not?
Okay.
Let's start with A and W. I think A and W is not very big in the States. I'm not sure
I
about the
don't.
rest of the world.
Yeah, I don't think so. Are we just so the tier list? Is it the whole restaurant or just like taste? Or do you want to include like price?
Whatever you feel, whatever you feel, it's up to
Okay.
you. You can put it in whatever category you want. So,
I think my classification category will be food and price,
okay.
and how they work together. I will classify it if it's A tier. Like it could be super good and be really expensive. I could still put it in S tier
Yeah.
if I think the food's delicious, but I'll put the price as a consideration.
The only difference I would say is like service and like cleanliness and stuff like that could influence it too. That's why, like, obviously, a lot of the time that's probably fine most of the time, but it couldn't
I
happen.
haven't been in a restaurant. I guess KFC comes to mind when you say that.
Well,
I'll bring it up when it becomes relevant.
so fast food chains though are kind of unfair because they can be different everywhere, right? I'm talking
Yeah.
about more like mom and pop shops, which we'll probably get to eventually.
Is that fast food though?
No, no, I mean like
Oh,
locally
you
owned.
want to keep the tier list going after fast food.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Like we can talk
All
about
right.
restaurants that people don't know about. That's fine too.
All right. And WB tier.
B tier. So I'll put your
Yeah.
A and W.
I'll explain why.
Okay.
It's all burgers. And there's nothing really more special than that. It's just a bunch of burgers, and you can't change the sizes for your fries. You always get this dinky little bag or the little basket if you eat inside. Only one size drink. Uh, they force this root beer down your throat. They're too dumb to switch the cup spots, and yeah, but besides that, the burgers are actually good despite it only having burgers. I would put them A tier if they still had chubby chicken burgers, but that's discontinued. It's been a few years.
You know what? I'm gonna change up our system a little bit. We're gonna be rating stuff together. So like, if you say B and I say S, just example. I'm saying S. Then we have to argue about it. We have to argue about it, and then we have to settle on somewhere, whether it's in between or whatever, or like
we
a
have
mid.
to have a common.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this list of mine is going to become way too complicated to keep track of if I try to keep track of it because of the way it's set up in my notepad.
Okay. What's your rating?
I agree on B with A and W. I think, funny enough, as far as fast food chains go, I think A and W is pretty high up there. Like I think B is pretty high tier for a fast food. I don't think a lot of fast foods would be more than B. I enjoy the burgers. I think like McDonald's and stuff have some of the worst burgers. I think. Example, we'll get to it. I think their fries are pretty good. I get what you said. You can't change the size and stuff, but really, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't particularly care that much. Same with the root beer. I've never ever had that problem at all. I don't know. That's a you problem.
Happens all the time, man.
Well, I don't take drinks though, so maybe that's why. Usually, I just don't even take a drink. Yeah. Or like
that never like happens to me. Like I don't order drinks, so.
And when I did, I used to take coffees usually. So that on top of that, so and I don't drink coffee anymore.
I think you're avoiding the problem more or less that it doesn't happen.
Yeah, but even when I have taken drinks, like obviously I have taken like a nice tea because usually that's what I go for, and even then it's never happened to me.
It's not all the time, but it just happens often.
Yeah,
because I don't think the person that takes the order is the person that like dispenses the drink. There's always a there's a chance of miscommunication.
Yeah.
Just happens often.
I don't think, in my opinion, we shouldn't include stuff like that in our rating because that's that's a specific place problem. You could go to a million A&W restaurants and
It
they
has
would.
happened to me at multiple
Okay,
A&Ws, so I
well,
would.
that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, have you been to
Hell
the
yeah.
hundreds of A&W restaurants in all of
No,
Canada?
I haven't gone to every A&W, but it's my rating.
Okay,
I think it affects the rating.
I disagree. We're moving it up to A.
Oh yeah, you can just supersede my rating. I want to bring it
This
down
is
to
my
C.
podcast.
Wow, it's almost like this whole thing's meaningless.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, B is good. But I won't take stuff like that into account personally. Okay, moving on. We have Baton Rouge. I don't think I've ever been to Baton Rouge before.
Nope.
Okay, let's just skip it then. I'm skipping a whole bunch that I know we've never been. I've never even heard of them. You ever been to Boston Pizza?
Yes.
So I don't really have an opinion, but you can give your opinion on it because I don't think
So
I've been there.
If I would give it a rating, it'd be C.
C? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't see how it's a fast food. It's more like
Like a dine-in.
it's like a sports bar. Yeah, a dine-in sports bar, but you can take food out. It's not like it's like it doesn't happen.
Well,
But
this
for
actually, I just realized this list. It's list of Canadian restaurant chains, so it's not necessarily fast food, which is fine.
okay, which is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to give you context, it's a sports bar dining thing, and there's pizza in the name, but the pizza, in my opinion, is trash compared to other options like Pizza Delight. Literally every other one, they make better pizza. I think they skimp out on every ingredient on the pizza, but apparently that's a me thing because there's a fancy restaurant that makes pizza that opened in a small town, and they also don't put anything on the pizza and charge a lot, which is okay. If people like it, they like it because it's fancy pizza. I just want stuff on my pizza. And
He's like,
think
I
that's fair.
don't want these dry ass fucking
yeah,
nothing.
I
on
don't want to
pizza.
pay $25 for pepperoni, sauce, and cheese. I don't think that's cool.
Yeah.
Then everything else is just kind of regular sports bar menu, and it's not as good as the other options.
Okay.
So it's with all the like specifically with our local city, with all of the sports bar options, it's definitely the worst one there.
Okay.
It might be specific to our city, I don't know, but definitely C or D tier.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had it, so I won't give an opinion. I think I might have, but I can't remember for sure. So.
It's not amazing food.
Okay. Okay. Cora's breakfast and lunch.
Haven't been, I know of it.
Okay, well,
Do you-
I've been to it.
Oh, you've been to it?
Yeah. I would put it probably an A, I think. I think it's pretty good. As far as like breakfast food, because I feel like there's not like that many restaurants that do good breakfasts in the first place. This place has a lot of options as far as I can remember. I haven't been in like many years at this point, I guess, so maybe it's changed, but I do remember enjoying it. Like it was good food. The atmosphere was good and everything, at least the one in Moncton. So, yeah, I think I would put that one in an A. Dixie Lee.
Hell yeah. The dying chain.
The dying
And it's
chain.
only good in certain areas. But the places that are good, they're bangers. So B tier.
I think I would put it in C
Mm.
personally. I think the chicken is good. It's just very greasy though. It's not necessarily like that tasty.
Yeah, it's greasy Lee.
I know, but it's like that doesn't do it for me, right? It's
Okay.
good though, like it's fine. But you know
Let's-
what though? I think it falls short on literally everything else. Everything else other than that falls short, so that bumps it down for me.
I
Like
disagree with
the
you.
chicken's what's keeping it up.
Well, it is a chicken place, so I hope the chicken's keeping it
I know,
up.
but when you go to a restaurant, you kind of hope that everything's like all right.
See, me, there's a lot more things that has it going for Dixie, especially the Shitty one, because that's the real banger. Super crispy chicken is not as greasy as the other location that you're probably thinking about. Has crispier chicken, has crispier fries. Their portions, the box is always like overloading. You get a huge portions for the amount of money you spend. It's like $16 for a dinner. You get 3 pieces of chicken. And they're like full size pieces of chicken, not this KFC bullshit. Nice crispy fries fills up the box. You can get 2 gravies. I think the gravy's delicious. Like I like Dixie.
I feel like this restaurant conversation is bringing the American out of you with like portion sizes and stuff. It's like
I'm a fat man, okay? I
That's
want
what
to
I mean.
eat a lot of food. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I mean, I like
especially when you pay $16 for food.
yeah. I like big
Like,
portion sizes too. Though. I get it.
yeah.
It's just
At $16, I want large everything,
yeah.
right? At $10, I want smalls or mediums. But like at $16 for something, I want large, big ass portions.
Yeah.
I can get like seafood for $16. There's not a lot of seafood, but I can get seafood. Anyway, my point is, Dixie's beat.
I've been to the Dixie in Miramichi several times.
Yeah, that one kind of blows.
Is that the one you just said?
Shittiac.
Oh, I've been to the one in Shadiac, but I don't remember specifically like my experience. I don't know, man. I've been to several Dixie Lee's. Their fries are probably one of the worst fries from like any restaurant at all. They're so mediocre. There's just nothing special about them. They're just like normal ass, not tasty fries.
What's special about fries?
What are you talking about, man? Have you not had good fries in your life? Some fries are way better than others.
I had good fries, but I didn't have any fry that's bad.
They're not bad. Did I say the word bad?
Making sound
I said
like it's
mediocre. They're
bad.
mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yeah,
I think every fry is good, and you just have better ones.
exactly. And those are like some of the worst. They literally taste like the cheapest fries that you could buy at a like frozen fry at a store, and it's like just the shittiest because you just don't have money.
I'm pretty sure they're Cavendish. You're dishing on Cavendish.
Yeah, well,
man.
fuck. No, Cavendish actually has good fries.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure they're Cavendish fries.
Well, these are shitty Cavendish fries.
I'm basing this off before I'm just spouting nonsense. I'm basing this off 2 specific local restaurants, one Dixie Lee and the one I worked at. And I know the one I worked at had Cavendish fries. And if we got low, our restaurant and the Dixie Lee kind of helped each other out. And I think we got an order of fries from them. It was Cavendish.
There's different Cavendish fries, though. Some are better than others, and they have the shitty ones.
I think they don't.
Listen, but everything
sometimes they're
else,
soggy.
it doesn't matter though. Everything else in that restaurant except the chicken is mediocre, and I still think the chicken isn't even that much worth mentioning. It's just greasy. There's nothing. There's no spice on it that's like worth mentioning that much. Like it's just not like a particularly good.
What's a good chicken to you?
I don't know. Better.
Deep fried chicken. What's a better chicken than Dixie Lee? Not that I'm saying Dixie Lee is the best. I want you to name it off of your head to convince me that it's a C tier, not a B tier.
Anything that's not deep fried, almost to me, is better. First of all,
well,
don't get me wrong. I like deep fried chicken. Let me be clear. I like deep fried chicken. However, chicken that's not deep fried is almost always better if it's well made, like with spices, not just plain, obviously. Except for boiled, maybe.
That's where I'm gonna have a hard time agreeing with you because I find restaurant chicken that's not deep fried sucks, and
I'm not talking about
This is-
restaurant specific. I'm talking about, you just said chicken, so I was talking about like chicken I can make at home too.
that doesn't count.
How does that
No,
not count? They could make that in a restaurant.
No. Is your chicken available to me at a restaurant so I can put it on this tier list?
It probably is. I just never been to that restaurant.
Fuck you. I obviously meant in the context of a restaurant because we're doing a restaurant tier list.
I'm putting it in C.
You motherfucker. Let it be known I want it to be
Okay, we'll call it like C plus. Okay. I'm putting a
B. I
parenthesis.
get it. You get to choose.
Listen,
You can't validate it. You're using your own chicken. I was actually gonna finish what I was gonna say. The only baked chicken I like is the one I make at home. There ain't any baked chicken restaurant that's good that beats my
there's
baked chicken.
listen, there are surely restaurants that we like, fancy restaurants that we haven't been to, that make not only much better chicken than Dixie Lee, but surely much better chicken than us too. And our chicken's better than Dixie Lee. So imagine
Are they worth the value?
that we're not. I don't care about value. You literally said at the start of this, you literally said if something's really good, it's worth the price. That's what you said, word for word.
Yeah, it might outweigh the value, but baked chicken to me probably wouldn't. Is my point right now.
I don't give a fuck.
I think me buying 5 chicken breasts for $20 and they're fucking delicious when I cook them is gonna beat like $60 chicken breasts at a fancy ass restaurant. That is my current point.
Not in taste.
It's not gonna beat in taste. It's gonna beat in value.
We don't even know it would be that expensive either. It's still just chicken.
Of course, I'm assuming that, but
Yeah.
I haven't come across a baked chicken at a restaurant that's better than deep fried restaurant chicken.
Anyway, I'm compromising. It's a C plus or B minus or whatever. Like it's in between B and C. Okay, we compromised here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you been to East Side Mario's?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't been to it, so I guess this one's yours.
No, I don't want to rate this one because I'm skewed. I'm not a huge crazy person for pasta, and I don't know if it's obvious, but it's an Italian place.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna give an opinion because I won't rate it.
Okay.
Non-biased.
Okay.
Even though the chicken conversation was very biased.
Everything's gonna be biased. We're literally rating them on their opinions. What do you mean? It's the whole thing is about our
Hell
biases.
yeah. Well, I don't like pasta. See tier.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it in there. What is it? East Side Mario's?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see it here. Harvey's. Okay. Harvey's, I think, is pretty mediocre. Like, it's not... I haven't been there in a very long time, actually. But I don't remember, like, it sticking out to me at all.
So I ate there once out of curiosity, and I didn't know what a Harvey's was. I thought it was a burger place because the sign looks like 2 hamburger buns with meat in the middle. But when I went to the drive-thru, it was only sandwiches.
Are you thinking about Arby's and not Harvey's?
Probably.
I
Is
think-
Arby's the chicken place?
Arby's is like
Not
the
chicken.
sandwiches.
Sorry, sandwich
He's
place.
still stuck on Dixie Lee.
Hell yeah. That's in my head, bro.
Arby's is like sandwiches and stuff more, yeah. So like they have like the
Okay.
loaded curly fries and stuff. Harvey's is a burger place, I'm pretty sure. As far as I remember.
No, I think I went to Arby's.
Okay. I don't remember Harvey's being particularly good, and I never hear anyone talk good about it or anything. I wouldn't have called it bad that I can remember either. Like, not like an F, so I'd probably put in like D. F would have to be like pretty bad. I guess this is in alphabetical order, so I guess we could talk about Arby's because it wasn't on there. Probably because it's an American chain, I assume. I don't know.
Yeah, must be.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. We'll go. Let's start trying to hit these faster, and we'll go through an American chain list as well.
Okay.
And if there's overlap, we'll just skip those, obviously. Um. Okay. You ever been to the keg?
No.
Okay, neither have I, so we can skip that one. Mary Brown's.
Yes.
Is that the one we went together?
Maybe.
The new, like the fairly new one from like a year ago? No,
No,
that's
they existed longer than that.
Yeah, no. Okay, I've never been to Mary Brown. I think I know where it is or what it is. I've heard
Okay,
about it.
it's another deep fried chicken place. It only does chicken. It's pretty good chicken.
Okay,
It's arguably better chicken than Dixie. So B tier.
B tier. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mary Brown's. Um, Montana's.
Yes, I have been. I know you have been as well.
I've been to, yeah.
So, pre-COVID, Montana's would get an A, maybe S tier. Post-COVID, Montana's gets a C tier for me. Limited menu, nothing special about it, and the only good thing are the ribs. Everything else just kind of feels like frozen food that they thought out for you. The only good thing for me are the ribs. So yeah, that's my take on Montana's right now.
I haven't been post COVID. I think. I'm pretty sure I've only been pre COVID. I mean, I've really given it an A too, but I guess it's harder to gauge if you say it's gotten worse.
I'll try to give you context on what they offer right now in a non-biased way. The menu is one like printer paper of stuff, and then you flip it around and it's the drinks. Those are your options for the night. And like a quarter of it's appetizers and a quarter of it's dessert, and then you have a burger, and then you have steaks and ribs, and then wings. That's it. It's nothing, really nothing special. Like post COVID, you could have buffalo stuff, which was like the whole thing about Montana is you could get some buffalo.
You think it's a supply chain issue? Probably not, though, right? Because I feel like that's pretty much over now.
I think it was, and then
They just kind of
it never got fixed. Yeah. I don't know why.
You want to give it like a C plus with Dixie Lee, maybe, just so it's
sure. Yeah, because it's still good ribs. Still have good ribs.
Montana's.
I actually can't think of a place that has better ribs right now off the top of my head. I can think of a place that has a better everything else.
New York Fries.
It's not a Canadian chain.
I don't know. It's in this list.
That's very misleading. It's like Boston Pizza.
It's a Canadian quick service restaurant that mainly serves French fries. I guess it is, yeah.
Interesting. I haven't ate. I just looked at the girls eat it. Because I always thought I don't just want fries.
I've had it. Maybe B.
Are there only serving of fries worth B? Can you contextualize that for me?
No, I would say C, actually. That's why I wasn't sure. I don't know. It's good, but it's just like it's fries, and they're good fries and stuff, but like, I don't know. And I haven't had like their whole menu or anything, so it's hard to tell too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I was just wondering how it beats two restaurants that serve full meals.
Yeah.
Was kind of more my point, even though I haven't been there.
Pizza Delight.
Hell yeah.
I think Pizza Delight's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think it's not S tier. I think it's an A tier.
I think A tier too, yeah.
Yeah, they make great pizzas. They make great donair stuff. My favorite menu item is the donair panzerotti. Fucking, it claps. It's
I
the
actually
best.
had pizza late yesterday, funny enough. I had the
Nice.
barbecue nacho with chicken.
Hmm. And another thing that's nice, their menu is consistent over all of the chain. You don't get shitty pizza if you go to the Pizza Delight. They're all good.
Yeah.
Like, there's no inconsistency
Mhm.
that I've seen.
Okay. St. Louis Bar and Grill.
All right. This one's hard because I know what's not going to be on the list, and it's Sports Check because it's specifically a New Brunswick chain, specifically in Moncton.
Well, we can talk about specific chains after all the main ones.
It's just this one is direct competitor to Sports Check, which is why I want to mention it now.
Okay, well, let's talk about
Sports
both of them.
Rock. Yeah,
Sports Rock, yeah.
let's do that. So St. Louis is the inferior version of Sports Rock. And I would tier Sports Rock to basically be S tier. It's probably the best sports bar I've ever been in anywhere. I know I don't travel much, but out of all the sports bars I've been in, it's the best one. It has
Yeah.
the best food. It has the best menu options. Everything you take on that list, you're never going to be like, oh, I wish I took something else. You're going to be like, man, that was fire. I can't wait to try something else. That's how
Yeah.
you leave that restaurant. And the atmosphere is always banging. It's awesome. I love Sports Rock.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah. First S tier. Now, is St. Louis bad because of that? No. St. Louis has a decent menu option. It's very similar. And their main menu item that everyone loves is their wings poutine, which is pretty good. I'll let you rank this one.
I would say it's probably, I mean, it's still really good though. I agree with you. I think Sports Rock is a step above it. I would say it's probably an A tier.
A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think high B, low A. Yeah. So yeah, I think A is fair. That's why I didn't want to. I wanted to hear what you said for tier
Yeah.
wise.
I mean, I remember the atmosphere and stuff is nice in St. Louis too. I guess the main
It
difference,
is.
like Sports Rock, is more like it's very more like sports bar, whereas St. Louis
Oh, yeah.
feels more like a little bit
It's
more like
sports
professional
bar, but yeah, but
bar.
fancy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's almost like Moxie's, but like lower than Moxie's.
yeah. Yeah, I think A is fine for it, and the food's good.
Yeah.
Like it's really good food. Too.
Absolutely.
St. Louis.
It's St. Louis might be S on my list if Sports Rock didn't exist.
Saint Hubert. I've never.
Hmm.
Have I been to Saint Hubert? I can't remember if I've been actually. Have you?
Been once, and it made me not want to go ever again.
Okay, was this like a thing? You know, whatever. Give me your rating based off of your experience.
I won't give it an F because a lot of people love it, and I don't think if I gave it an F, it would be fair because it was very like I went there once, I didn't try anything else. I went there for one thing. I was like, people say their chicken is awesome. I went there, I got a chicken breast and leg. It was baked. I thought it was going to be fried. It was still. I wasn't upset that it wasn't fried, but I ate the baked chicken. It was dry as all hell. And then there was nothing special about my meal. I was like, wow, that was a waste of $25. So I never really went again. It's like a restaurant I only go back to if a bunch of people decide to go kind of thing. I won't go there on my own.
So D.
D.
D's nuts. Sorry, it just came out.
All right, let's
couldn't
never
help
put
myself.
anything in the D list ever again.
I couldn't help myself. Swiss Chalet. Or I've never been to Swiss Chalet, I don't think.
Let's call it I haven't gone either because the only time I went, I got sick and I kind of avoided it.
Okay. This
So
one.
unfair rating on my part.
Okay. By the way, I don't know if you were aware, I'm obviously skipping a ton that we either haven't been to or that I'm not aware that you've been to. So maybe I might skip some that you've been to and I'm just not aware, so I'm sorry.
We're at Swiss Chalet.
Yeah.
Is there Popeyes?
I haven't seen Popeyes on this list. I assume probably because it's American.
It's American. So new Popeyes restaurant came out
Okay,
last
well,
year.
yeah, but we're gonna do an American list after, so we'll get to it.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I just figured
it's fine.
I just figured we're in the P's.
No, we'll get to it. We're not even in the P's. We're in the S. We're past P.
We passed it.
We'll get back to it. We're going back after.
Okay.
Tim Hortons. Okay, I want to start off on this one. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to because
I used to think Tim Hortons actually made pretty good food. Like, probably like a decade ago. I think
I wouldn't disagree with you because the best sandwich I ever had was an Italian sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. However, throughout the years, even before it was bought out, but even especially more after it was bought out by Boston Pizza, right? Or no,
Dunkin' Donuts.
No. What's the Burger King? There we go. Burger King. Yeah. Or the Burger King parent company, I think. Whatever, same thing. Yeah, I used to think their food was pretty good. Not like S tier, probably not even A, probably like B, I would have said. But it's gone down. Some of it's still all right. Like, it's not horrible, so I wouldn't put it in like F. For sure.
I like it for the non-restaurant reasons.
Like
Donut.
coffee? Oh, donuts? Even their donuts suck though, like compared to what they used to.
See, yeah, compared to what you used to, but in my opinion, they're still some of the best donuts we can get around.
I guess.
Give or take.
But
because I'm not a huge fan of sugar donuts and stuff, so the only competition is Halo, and that's overpriced.
Yeah. I would give it a C, I think. Even their coffee.
C's fair.
I know you don't drink coffee, but even their coffee is super mediocre. Like A&W coffee, so much better. Mm-hmm. But I know a lot of people are addicted to it. I don't know, but I could drink it. It's fine, but
they be putting the cocaine in the coffee.
Yes.
Make people stop by.
So yeah, Tim Hortons C.
C tier. That's fair.
Wild Wings, no. Okay, that's it for the Canadian ones.
Wow.
So let me go all the way up here to see something real quick. Okay. So now I'll search up American restaurant chains.
Babe. There's gonna be a lot of these that we don't have.
Asian Pacific. Wait. Baked goods. Oh my god, they're separated into different categories and everything. Okay, I guess I'll just go through all of this. A lot of it, like you said, is going to be skipped because either we don't have it or we've never been there for sure. Don't we have a Manchu Wok in the mall?
Yes.
I think it's all right.
You ate it?
Yeah. I'm not sure though.
See, I don't go to Asian fast food restaurants because I think the actual restaurants are so much higher tier that I don't bother with them.
Yeah. I'll just skip it because I don't know. I don't have enough of an opinion.
A repertoire.
Yeah, just gonna skip a ton of these. We don't have Dunkin' Donuts. Some of these I know we have, but like Orange Julius, but
Never heard about it. Isn't it just drinks?
I think so, yeah. But it's still technically a restaurant.
A
Starbucks.
restaurant? Is that a restaurant?
I mean, yeah, it has drinks.
It's a coffee shop.
Close enough.
Okay, I haven't gone.
Oh, I think I've
'Cause
gone once, maybe twice.
I don't drink coffee.
I've gone like once or twice, and I'm pretty sure I didn't used to drink coffee back then, so I don't think I even drank coffee.
Nice.
So skip.
Well, okay, that's a lie. I definitely stopped in the little kiosk in the mall and grabbed water bottles.
S tier. Tim Hortons is back on here. Browns. No. Chick-fil-A. Have we been to a Chick-fil-A? I don't think so. Is that the one we went to in Toronto?
That is the one we went in Toronto.
Okay.
It was good.
I thought it was
good
okay.
food. Off the one meal, B tier.
I had like high expectations because of shit that I see like Americans talking about it online and stuff. And they were like it was pretty mediocre compared to what I was expecting. But I guess maybe I was just expecting too much out of a fast food restaurant.
Plus, it was a very small one, and it was really busy.
Yeah.
So
I
it wasn't
wouldn't
like
wanna-
those walking ones.
I wouldn't really want to put it B though, because I wouldn't want to put it next to like A&W. I don't think it was A&W level. But it might not have been necessarily Tim
You're
Hortons
right, it was
level
S.
either. I'm gonna put it in the in between with Dixie and Montana's, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Chick-fil-A.
I hate that. I gotta hate that Dixie's on the same tier as Montana's now that you said it out loud. But we'll keep going.
All right. I think we talked about Dixie enough.
I'm just saying.
KFC.
Trash. First F. I've never been to a KFC that made good chicken, and it's their whole purpose.
I don't find it that bad. I would put it in D if anything. Are we gonna have to
you been
make
to
an
a
in between
Reese-
D and F?
No, this one's solid. This is the nastiest stuff, man.
I haven't been to KFC in a few years, I think.
So you know how A&W does, you only get one size pack of fries and it's kind of small?
Yeah.
Well, KFC does the same thing and it's smaller. And if you order a fucking 3-piece chicken meal, you get 3 little pieces of chicken like this big, and a little bitty pack of fries. And the fucking Dixie's right next door, filling up their box, the same size box, just full of stuff for like the same price. Why would I go to KFC? It's the grossest, smallest chicken. I don't know where they get
gross,
it from.
though. I feel like you're definitely exaggerating the taste. It's not gross.
It's the worst fried chicken I've tasted out of any fried chicken restaurant.
But it's not gross. There's a difference between those two words, okay?
I'm sorry, it's edible.
It's just F for me is like the worst. Like, I feel like it should be at least D, right? F should be like really like was like really actually.
That hasn't happened. There's no restaurant that made me get up in the middle of the restaurant and leave with the plate half full. What you're describing to me is like I have to physically leave the restaurant in disgust. That never happened to me.
Yeah, that would be F.
Yeah, but it never happened, so we're never gonna fill the F.
I think we need to add more tiers. We don't have enough tiers.
Put a Z for walkouts, but it'll never have anything in it.
All right, Z. We're adding a new tier Z, and KFC is going into F.
Thank you. At least this puts it in F. God damn it. Have you ever walked out of a restaurant?
No. But I have had food from restaurants where it was so bad or like extremely mediocre that it might be an F. But then I wouldn't
See,
judge them too harshly off of just one time, so it's hard to say that for sure too.
see, I'm not a huge complainer when it comes to food. I will eat what I end up getting, but I won't go back. And
Yeah.
KFC is essentially my version of walking out of a restaurant, because obviously I go there through the drive-through because that's all it is. It's barely a dine-in place. And I grabbed the food and I opened the box and it was utter disappointment. The chicken was gross because to me it's gross. Like, it's super small. It doesn't taste like anything. They're supposed to have like 17 different spices. Tastes like ass. Not good. Especially with Dixie's across the street. You know how much I regretted my decision going to the KFC and Dixie's right there?
It's funny because I don't feel that strongly. I don't think KFC chicken is that bad. I don't think it's that great either. And I also don't think Dixie chicken is that great either. Although it's better than KFC.
Miles ahead of it, KFC. It's like,
okay, we're not. No, let's stop. No, we talked about Dixie enough. We're moving on.
okay, I'll change it. No, it's the best fried chicken. It's not go fried chicken.
Popeyes. That's the new one in Moncton, isn't it?
Never mind. Popeyes has the best fried chicken, yes.
See,
they legitimately have the best fried chicken.
Popeyes for me was kind of like Chick-fil-A, where like I had very high expectations based off of what people said online. And once again, okay, just fried chicken just doesn't do it for me, okay? Like, it's an okay thing. it's just like such a mediocre
am I the
food.
problem or are you?
I don't know. We just have different tastes, I guess. I'm not saying it was bad. It was good. In fact, probably better than like pretty much most fried chicken, like you said. But it's like still like I would put it in B tier probably.
Nah, it's A.
Nah.
For being the best fried chicken place.
It's a fast food fucking fried chicken. Like, no.
Yeah.
How do you put that along with Pizza Delight and St. Louis and Cora's? Like, just no. It has to be like B.
Yeah.
No, man. No.
I don't know why Cora's up there.
Cora's is good.
I'm not a breakfast place, man.
Yeah, but it's good, like home, kind of like more like homemade food, which is typically better, right?
If I don't care about it, why would I put it up there? So why can't the good chicken place be an A?
I've been to Popeyes too. You haven't been to Cora's, so I had to decide myself.
Yes. But I wouldn't rate it high because I'm not a breakfast person.
Well, that doesn't... You can't use that logic. That's not fair.
Here's... my point is just being that you're rating it low because you're not a chicken person. I'm a chicken person.
I've been there, though. I'm rating it off of my opinion. I wouldn't just, like... If you've been to a chicken place and I haven't been there, I wouldn't be like, well, that's a bad place because I don't like fried chicken as much. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Do you not agree it's the best fried chicken place?
That I've tried so far? Probably, yeah.
Why is it not A because of that?
Because I still think it's just B. I don't think fried chicken goes that far, no matter... Because it's not just about the chicken either, it's about everything.
That's why I'm not putting it in S. Because it's not the best restaurant ever, but it's the best of their class. The fried chicken class. I think it deserves A for that.
Okay. This is how I see the categories, okay?
And I love chicken.
I like chicken a lot too. But
I
like
the fried kind.
Good chicken, it just doesn't do it. I don't know. It's just a fast food restaurant. It has fried chicken and fries. What do you want from me? It's a B.
No, it's A.
It's a B.
It's A tier.
I'll call it B plus, or like between A and B. I guess we have to settle.
We're moving on, but I completely disagree with you.
How do you completely? It's literally just half a step.
I think it's completely fair that it just gets the A.
Bullshit.
Especially next to fucking Cora's. A breakfast place.
It's good food. And I can't help it because you can't judge it, so I just had to place it somewhere. For me, okay, S is like top of the line, like the amount of money doesn't matter, or even if it's cheap doesn't really matter either. Uh, but like the food's like really good. Like it really stands out on top of anything. A is like great food. It's like
Yeah.
again, it stands on top of everything. It's just not like it's not like mind blowing or anything, and it's but it's really good food. B is like where fast food, like prime fast food, starts coming in, or like good restaurants that are just like more like a seaside or something like that would probably be a B for me. Where it's like it's good, but it's just like not quite there, and then it just gets worse, obviously.
So I think by your definition, it's A.
Fuck that. It's B, between A and B, because we have to compromise.
Yeah. If it was my list, it'd be A. If it was yours, it was B.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get me to change my mind.
Change your mind right now, or get the fuck off my podcast.
No. Fuck you.
All right. Dairy Queen.
Okay. So
I actually
you want
had
to start?
Sure. I had Dairy Queen somewhat recently. Did I actually? I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like I did, because I remember wanting to try it because I heard someone say that their burgers were actually good now, and then I went to try one and I was like disappointed again, because I used to think they were mediocre, and then I thought they were mediocre again. I don't know. I would put it like maybe C, B, C area. I'm not sure.
I think I'd put it C.
Yeah.
Because here's my thought process. When I sit down, so where I work, I have a great options of burger places. I got an A&W, I got a McDonald's, I got Dairy Queen, and there's like mom and pop shop burger places that you can pick. So I got like relatively all of them. There's not Burger King or anything like that, but when I'm feeling burger, it's never Dairy Queen. It like I like their what do you call flamethrower burger. I like it. It's what I get when I do go. But when I do go, it's usually like, oh, I really want a Blizzard. So I go there, get the Blizzard and the meal.
Yeah.
I never go there specifically for the burger. So I think that's why they're C.
Yeah, I think so. I think C too, yeah. I think their burgers and everything. The ice cream is really good, but I don't think that's enough to, in terms of like restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
If it was just the ice cream and we were judging it on that, then it would be probably like A, or
Hell yeah.
probably
like
A,
if we were judging snack bars for some reason.
Yeah.
Definitely be an S tier for me. Because it's like they made it,
Yeah.
The creators.
Mm.
I think.
I don't know if I'd call it S though. I think they're probably A.
I'm trying to think of what would be S in its place, and I can't think of one.
I would just think like a really good dessert from like like some restaurants make like really good cake and stuff, or like
Pizza Delights, freaking chocolate volcano,
stuff like that. Yeah, which is like really really good. All right, Burger King.
All right, never been because I've been, but I don't remember. I'm a McDonald's loyalist.
I think Burger King's okay. I've had it many times. I think it got better because or maybe my taste buds changed. I'm not sure. Because I used to not like it when I was younger, and then I tried it again when I got older, when I went to college, and then I do like it now, but it's just not that great, I guess.
The only memory from Burger King when I was younger is that looking at a burger kind of made me sad. It looked sad.
They do look kind of sad, yeah. And taste-wise, they're like not that great either.
And McDonald's is kind of the same, but it makes me sad. But I look at it, it's like, that's going to taste good. in a McDonald's way.
Boy.
Not the best burger. I'm just saying, like, I kind of like Big Macs, you know?
Yeah. I think I would put Burger King in C.
I think it's a D for me, off of the childhood memory. If you don't want to go off that, then I'm did not count.
I'm gonna not count. Not because, just because I don't know if maybe your opinion would be different now too, right? If it's been that long.
It's been a while.
Like childhood, you mean like you were a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair. If I only remembered something from my childhood, because my taste buds have changed, so I assume yours probably have too.
I lost half.
It's probably all the marinara, or not marinara, but what was it? Sriracha sauce. Yeah.
I don't think sriracha's strong enough for that.
Okay. Five Guys, but we don't have that, and we've never tried it. But obviously, it's a popular one in the States. Same with In-N-Out, Jack in the Box. It's all ones we don't have, or at least not in our area.
Yeah, they have some in Canada, just not in our dinky little province.
Yeah. McDonald's.
All right, this one's gonna be hard because I do go to the McDonald's quite often. Like, yeah, it was my dad's like go-to when we went to the city, and that kind of ingrained it into me that I just like, if I don't know what I want to eat and I'm in a place that has a McDonald's, there's like a 70% chance I'm gonna stop at the McDonald's unless there's a Wendy's. That's also just as close, because then I'll 100% go to the Wendy's. If I don't know what I want to eat, I'll just default Wendy's. Same. But if there's a McDonald's, I'll go to a McDonald's if I don't know what I want.
For me, I'm like that, but towards A&W rather than McDonald's.
Okay. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So this might cause rift between us. Yeah. Because I don't think McDonald's that good.
Now, I will agree with you. McDonald's doesn't have any good food. It's just like a habitual thing for me at this point.
Yeah.
But I do like the customization ability of everything. You can get large, smalls of everything. You can supersize, you can undersize, you can remove stuff, you can add stuff, especially with the new like touchscreen system. I think that's nice and kind of like gives them a plus on whatever grading they get. Like if we decide on C, it's going to be C+. But most of the food's crap. It makes you feel like crap, and I think the only burger that actually matters is the Big Mac, because at least there's a kick of flavor in it when you actually eat the thing. But then you also feel like shit after you're done. But yeah, I think I rated C tier.
Rated what?
C tier.
Yeah, I would say C too, I think.
Yeah. C plus.
Honestly, if the Big Mac didn't exist, how
Probably
do we... If you want C plus, how do we... How do we... If I want C and you want C plus, do we have to do another in between?
What the fuck? No, I said because of their convenience, they deserve a plus. Don't you agree on that? They're probably the most technologically advanced restaurant and like trend pusher, so they get a plus on whatever rating they get.
What the fuck? Okay, we gotta talk about this right now. What do you
Okay.
mean?
You don't agree?
No, I think most restaurants are like fairly similar or just as up to date, and they don't push any trend at all.
I think people are playing catch up on what McDonald's does.
What?
Yeah, they invented the 2-lane drive-through. Now everybody's
that was
doing
like
it.
fucking 60 years ago.
No, 2-lane drive-through.
I know.
That wasn't 60 years ago.
Okay, we can't judge McDonald's based off of like, oh, they made the 2-lane fucking drive-through.
That's
That's
why
not judging the restaurant.
That's why I'm not giving it a full grade over what we decided. I just want to give them a bonus star. Good job, pat on the back. They're fucking C.
It's fucking McDonald's. Stay in C.
Okay, here's a compromise. Let's do D plus because I want them to have the goddamn plus.
What the fuck? Do you want to downgrade them?
No, it looked like we're trying to give them a bonus point because they have the plus.
But they're still less than
That's
C.
me.
You
I
know
don't
what?
give a shit.
Okay.
That's my whole purpose.
All right, we're doing D plus, I guess.
I want to hold by my word. I said they get a star for being innovative in the restaurant business.
All right, McDonald's is D plus. Somehow
Hell yeah.
we went from C and C plus to D plus.
It's not my fault you don't think they're innovative.
No, well, I don't think they're like that crazy innovative or anything. Like we're
I
mentioning
don't
that
see
much.
how you don't, because everybody follows what they do. Ever since they started. They're literally the GOAT of fast food chain. Technically speaking. On a global scale.
We're not talking about the whole world's opinion. We're talking about our opinions.
This is my opinion about the McDonald's, you asshole.
I don't care about them being innovative, even if they have been, and I don't think they've been that much anyway that it's that impressive. So my opinion, my subjective opinion to me, to you, I mean, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying this is my opinion.
I strongly disagree with your wrong opinion.
Well, fuck you then. How dare
Because
you?
I think it's factual that they're innovative. It's not so much of an opinion. I think it's just factual.
I don't care about their innovations.
That's more accurate.
Okay. Wendy's. Wendy's would be like maybe potentially one of the only ones that I would almost consider putting in A for like
Say
in terms
too.
of fast food.
Do it.
However,
Stop doubting it.
However,
Put it in A.
I'm not doubting it because I was already forming my opinion. I would maybe say like B plus. Did you think A?
A.
Okay, you know what? I will agree with A, like a little bit reluctantly.
Yes, I get one. I get to get a grade that's been decided by my opinion. And I didn't even say it.
You did though. You said A.
Yeah, but I didn't explain why.
Okay, well go ahead.
It's the best fast food chain in
It
my
is
opinion.
though. I would say it's probably in terms of fast food the best.
Now, of course, like pre-COVID, they had better fries and kind of better food in general, but they're still good food.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me check. Oh my god, this is a lot. Pita Pit.
Oh, we both went.
Yeah, I've gotten several times. I think it's
See-
okay. Like,
Yeah, it was better when it came out here, but I feel that was more of being swept under the trend than it actually being good.
yeah. I'd say probably like C. It's not even something I would consider going to that much unless I almost don't have a choice.
See, I fully agree with you on that point, but my body wants to say B. But I think I'll cave in for that one. I think C is also fair because I also don't go to it anymore.
Yeah.
It's not memorable food. I like if we compare it to a comparable restaurant, which would be Subway to me. Subway's better.
Yeah. Exactly,
So-
yeah. Okay. Taco Bell. I've only been to Taco Bell maybe like twice or maybe 3 times. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't been there a lot because I'm not a huge Mexican food person. Because there's a lot of beans.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of beans.
I might
I'll
put it.
just
Huh?
I'll just vibe whatever you put it in. It's good.
I'd almost say like not really C. Like it's better than C, I would say, but it's not really quite B either. It might have to fit in with that middle ground there.
You think Taco Bell's better than McDonald's before we downgraded it? This is a serious question. You honestly think that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I just think McDonald's is not particularly good burgers. They're just like it's a fast food burger that's
Like,
not.
even
just
their whole
doesn't jump
menu,
out.
like if you go for McNuggets or something like that with their sriracha, you don't like hot stuff.
I mean, I don't mind sriracha sauce that much, and that
I was
taste
gonna
wise,
say it's
I can taste.
it's habanero. It's habanero.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure, their nuggets are good, and their fries aren't that great. I don't find like people are always like, oh, their fries are so good. It's like they're salty. I get like whatever, they're good, I guess, but like they're not that special.
They're out of all the fries options, I say top three. I don't see whoever like no one outclasses each other with the fries.
You remember the fries we had in Toronto? Those were really good fries. At the restaurant we went in the last night, it was like really late at night. I ordered some fries. Those were exceptionally good fries. That's why there's levels to stuff, man.
I classify those as like potatoes.
What? That doesn't even make sense. All fries are potatoes.
Hear me out. They literally took a fresh potato, cut it into slices, and spiced it.
Wow.
Whereas every other restaurant serves you frozen fucking fries.
Yeah. And you know what? That makes it a worse fry. They're both fries, though. Your logic doesn't make sense.
They're worse, but I don't see why, because that one fry outclasses it by so much that they're all shit.
Because I didn't say they're all shit.
Instant D tier.
I didn't say that McDonald's fries were even D tier. Dixie Lee fries are, or probably F to be honest. But
fries. Probably the freshest fries we can get in New Brunswick. They're shit.
But like that restaurant's fries were like S tier in terms of fries. We didn't try like a whole ton of stuff at that restaurant, so yeah. But those were like really good fries. Like they really stood out. They're probably like the best fries I've ever had in my life. And that's saying something. I've had a lot of different fries at this point, I would say. McDonald's are just okay. Like they're like probably C, B, C tier fries. Like they're good, I guess. They're all right. They're not just don't stand out particularly.
So I'm just asking in a sense of your tier list of fries. I feel like there's a skew of your A's and B's. I don't think you have any. I think you have S tier fries, and then all the other fries are in C.
No, it's just I think I haven't really had a lot of in between. Like that fry that I said was S tier was just steps above pretty much any fries that I've ever had. I don't eat that many fries when I go to fancy restaurants, so I don't have a lot of gauge either, right? Because typically I'll have like something that's more like unique or so like there could be restaurants that would have A tier fries that I just haven't tried. But I do think there's a distinction in my levels of fries. I don't know why we're judging my level of fry tier list right now.
It's because it feels very contrasted. Like it's either they're shit or I say shit, but like you're classing them really low on the list. All of them. Besides the restaurant we're not going to mention in this entire list that is S tier. So why does everything else like on the context of the list gets to be so low?
I mean, I said McDonald's fries were like B. How is that so low? It's only just one tier away from being A, and then there's S.
You said C earlier, though.
Oh, I said like C, B.
Okay.
It's like in that
is
kind
it
of
just a B now, or is it still a CB?
Well, I don't know. It's not always black and white, okay? What do you want from me?
It's all this to be like, is Taco Bell really better than McDonald's? Like McDonald's can't even be on
Yes.
par with Taco Bell.
No. In my opinion, my
Let's
subjective.
see it.
I don't get why this bothers you. We're giving our subjective opinions.
Don't
It's
you
okay.
wanted to argue about these? This was the whole point. You didn't separate our things. I'm playing to your game, boy.
Taco Bell is better.
Do you want me to contradict you? Or not?
Taco Bell is better than McDonald's. Yes. There we go. I said it.
Okay. I disagree with that. I think they should be on par.
So where do we put
At
it?
the
Then do we
very
just put it in D plus? With McDonald's?
You can. I wouldn't be bothered. Or you can put McDonald's to C plus if you really hate that idea.
Okay, you know what? We're taking this tier list is so fucking weird. We're taking D plus out, and we're putting both of them into C plus. McDonald's.
Okay.
Taco Bell. There we go.
I'm just thinking in the grand scheme of things, out of these two restaurants that make you shit, they both end up making you shit.
I feel like McDonald's doesn't make me shit. Taco Bell would though.
Oh, sounds like one's better than the other.
Well, we're talking about taste, not shit. Okay, everything makes me shit these days. Try losing, not you, but I'm talking about like our audience. Try losing your gallbladder and then see how much fucking shit you can keep in.
Put me on that boat. I'm one of you now.
Yeah. All right, let's move on because we've been on this a while.
Hell yeah.
Have you tried Little Caesars?
We went together,
Did we?
actually. Yeah.
I don't recall.
We went to Moncton together for something. We ate at Little Caesars because you wanted to specifically try it.
Is it the one? Did Matt come with us to?
Don't think so.
No, I don't recall it,
knew.
to be honest. So you'll have to give your opinion because I don't recall it.
It's a good pizza place. It's better than Boston Pizza. It's worse than Pizza Delight. Put it wherever you want in between those.
So that would be B. That's literally
Perfect.
exactly B.
Yep.
Little Caesars. We'll have to go again because I guess I'd want to try it again. Oh, you know what? And we sat inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I have a vague memory. I still don't really remember my opinion of how it tasted, but I do have the memory of going now. I remember.
It's decent pizza.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I'll take your word for it. Have you been to Papa John's? I think we had Papa John's on like a holiday or whatever, right? When we were with friends one time. Didn't we?
Yes. What's Papa John's?
It's pizza. It's Papa John's pizza is the full name.
Oh. Yeah, maybe with Matt.
I think it was like probably kind of
Like-
like the same as Little Caesars.
Yeah, B tier.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think it'd be B tier. It's pizza. I feel like everything that's not Pizza Delight is B tier.
In terms of pizza, except for maybe like a mom and pop shop, which would be like more S tier, possibly.
Yeah, I haven't had one. And the only pizza that'd be worse would be Greco.
Hmm.
So Greco would be C.
I haven't seen Greco on this list, and I'm going through the pizza. So let's. Did we put Greco on here?
No,
No. Okay, let's rate Greco then.
C tier.
C tier.
I like greasy pizza, but that's all it is.
Yeah, I'd agree with
It's
that.
just grease.
Greco is a mediocre pizza.
Yeah.
Not
Don't
not
do-
bad, but not like
Mm-hmm.
that good. Pizza Hut. I think I would put that in the same spot.
Yeah, B tier.
B?
It's just one of those. Oh, it's C. You wanted to put it in C?
C. Yeah, I could see B.
I think they're better than Greco.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would put it probably in C, yeah. I think so. Or B, sorry, I mean.
Then to knock out another pizza place, Domino's.
Hold on, pizza. What? Domino's, okay.
That's B tier.
I don't know if I've been to Domino's or if I had it. I don't remember.
It's good pizza. Uh, really good service. Yeah, B tier.
Okay. All right. Sandwiches. Okay. Arby's. So Arby's is the sandwich place.
We rated Arby's, didn't we?
No, we rated Harvey's because that's the one I said, technically.
Mm. So this is the one I've been to.
Yeah. I actually.
So I went there.
Sorry, go ahead.
I went there once. They served me with a hockey stick, and I didn't know they were just a sandwich place. And then I found out when I looked at the menu in front of the intercom, so I panicked and I ordered roast beef, which I like. I like roast beef sandwiches. And it was really, really sad. And didn't taste that good. Like, I get better roast beef at the co-op
Yeah.
or these or whatever.
Yeah.
So C tier or D tier almost.
I
But
think.
I haven't tried anything else.
Oh, you only gone that one time?
Yeah.
I think some of their sandwiches are decent. Like their chicken sandwiches or like chicken burgers, whatever you want to call that, are actually like pretty good. Some of their other sandwiches are pretty good too. Like I don't like the roast beef one that much. But I have tried some that were like all right. They're not like as good as like a good hamburger or something, but they're some of them are decent.
Okay.
Their loaded curly fries though really stand out to me. It's probably some of the best fries. Okay, so this isn't just the fries though because it has stuff in it that makes it better. But I would put like if I was talking just about the fries since we were on that subject earlier. If I was talking about like that assortment of fries and the stuff they put in it and stuff, I would probably put that into like an A. But it's not just the fries though. It's like
So
there's
a couple
a
of good
sour cream
sandwiches.
and
They have good fries.
I would almost put it maybe like not quite B though. I don't think.
Yeah,
Like
they're not as good as all the pizza places we just listed. I know
yeah,
that for a fact.
but I wouldn't necessarily put it in a C either. Maybe like the between one that we have there, C plus.
Okay. It's in limbo.
Limbo. You ever been to Quiznos?
Once. It's basically a pita pit, right?
I don't know if I've ever been. If I have, I don't remember.
It's a build your own wrap place. I'm pretty sure. It was unremarkable. Pita pit's better in my opinion.
So
So,
D.
yeah.
Quiznos. Subway.
Okay. I think Subway's come a long way and deserve a high ranking because they were definitely worse 5-ish years ago. They were definitely remarkably worse than they are now.
Yeah, I think they've had up and downs. Like they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think current Subway deserve a high rating. Their shit's always kind of fresh. They made they updated the menu, so now the steak and cheese actually comes with bacon. That's awesome. They have habanero cheese now. That's awesome. They have sriracha mayo. That's awesome. You can build literally anything you want with the selected ingredients you have, which makes it really nice for a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's not soggy and gross like it used to be. So I think it's a B tier. I think it's on par on pizza for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd put it in B too.
I think it was like I said, it was 5 years ago. They'd be C tier.
Maybe even D.
Yeah, because there wasn't a vegetable that was crispy fresh.
Yeah.
All of them were soggy crap.
Yeah, and I think Subway is a big hit or miss. I've seen a lot of people like, well, typically Americans because that's a lot of the streamers and stuff I watch, but
Mhm.
and they'll say that Subway is like just not that good or fresh or whatever. And my experience is just not that. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I go to Subway and it's not like the greatest thing ever, but it's not that bad.
It was probably our experience, like again, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's probably what they still have.
Hmm.
I think updated Subway deserve high praise. I think they came a long way.
Yeah. Okay. Have you been to the Cheesecake Factory?
Nope.
I've heard it's really good, but I've never been, so.
I don't know if I would like it. I'm not a fan of cheese, especially not in my cake.
It's a restaurant.
I know, but like it's in the name. I feel like I'm defeating the purpose of the restaurant if I go in there.
Fair enough. My goodness, there are so many.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm the captain.
We don't have IHOP. We don't have Waffle House.
We have an IHOP.
Do we?
We haven't been, but there's one that came out.
Oh. Well, we can't judge it because we haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Wild Wings, we don't have it. Hooters, we don't have it. This list is confusing because I feel like I'm going over categories that I already went over with different stuff in them for some reason. Olive Garden, you ever been to that?
Nope.
Neither have
I
I.
don't know where it is. I heard of it before.
Yeah. I've always heard that it's like mediocre for the price and stuff. Supposed to be like fancy, but it's not really.
Yeah. I feel like for our small local area, we have really good fancy restaurants, so it gets kind of outshined pretty easily.
Yeah. Red Lobster's here. Same thing. I've never been to that.
Yeah, we definitely have better seafood places,
Mhm.
mom and pop shops than Red Lobster.
Yeah.
I haven't been, but I can guarantee that for a fact. We are goddamn maretimers, man. We fish it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. So fresh.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese. You ever been to it?
Been.
No.
No. I don't think it's over here.
Defunct. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well that's the whole list. I don't know if possibly this list skipped over obvious ones, but that was the whole list. So
what's there one on the top of my mind? I just wanted to think of one that we've been to. Okay, I want to honorable mention Osaka Hibashi.
okay, well hold on. Before you say anything, because I was gonna say this anyway, so let me just preface because it goes along with what you were about to say. I want to talk about outliers because it's already been like an hour and a half, so I don't want to like push this for too long. But let's talk about outliers, like either local restaurants that we really like, or bad experience it could be too, and then we'll call it good enough. I think we don't have enough time to go through like every single restaurant we've ever been to.
I only have one honorable mention that takes my heart.
Yeah.
It's Osaka Hibashi.
Yeah.
It's the best
Yes.
Japanese restaurant locally. It's basically the only one that's not true. All the other ones are shit.
That's not true as well.
Okay, they're just not as good.
I completely agree with you. I think Osaka Hibachi is an S tier easily. In fact, I would almost, if there was somehow more than S tier, I would say it's better than.
plus.
Yeah, it's like more than Sports Rock.
It's the only actual.
No, it's not.
I
know what you're going to say. Yeah, keep talking and let's see if I knew what you were going to say.
Okay. It's the only actual different culture restaurant, i.e., Japanese/Korean, that actually feels like I'm in a restaurant that's from Japan/Korea
Wrong.
in Moncton.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong? Which
You just
other
haven't
one?
been to others.
In Moncton?
Have you?
I've been to a shit ton of Chinese places and
Like
a
fast
really
food
shitty
ones or good
sushi
ones?
place. But they're all fast food.
No, Osaka Hibachi is not a fast food restaurant by any means.
Not that one, but the Chinese ones are.
Oh.
Those are all takeouts.
It's not even Chinese, it's Japanese.
No, my point is, it's the best culturally different restaurant from ours.
I agree with you
That
though. The
actually
atmosphere
feels-
is like really nice.
Yeah, it feels like a restaurant from wherever they came from.
Yeah.
That sounded bad the way I put it.
No, but
you
like
know
an
what I mean.
Asian style.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's Asian food and stuff. It makes sense.
you don't think it's all the other different cultured restaurants just don't feel from where they come from. They just feel like they're Canadian spin-offs.
Yeah. I think a lot of them make authentic or fair, like, I guess it depends where you go, but some of them definitely make authentic, even if you don't get the feeling, you know? Take like you remember in the mall in Toronto, the extremely good food that we got from that one? Like,
that's in Toronto.
I know. I mean, what do you want from me? We went there, we ate. It's a restaurant. Like, what do you
My
want from me?
point. I said local.
I know
though.
locally. Yeah, locally.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I said local.
Yeah.
If you bring Toronto into mix,
No, but I'm not even talking about I'm saying the opposite though. That one didn't have that much of a feeling of like a Asian style because it was just in a mall, right? It wasn't like there was
Yeah.
nothing like that crazy special about it. But the food
But
was absolutely amazing.
it also did though, because you went up to their kiosks in the mall, and it was all like their theming was on point.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
not
just
saying
higher
that,
budget.
but like turn your head and like you're in a mall. You know, it's like
Yeah.
there's not that much atmosphere. There's as much
also-
as they can do with that, but
Yeah. It's also like their dishes are actually 1-to-1, whereas if you go to a Chinese kiosk or a Japanese kiosk in our mall, and you look around, and it's like, oh shit, this is mall, and then you look at your restaurant, oh, looks like a Subway, and then you make your meal, it's like fries and chicken balls.
yeah.
Know what I mean? It's not the same.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
S plus plus.
S plus
Osaka
plus.
Hibachi.
I would like to have an honorable mention too, and this is like the story I was talking about at the start of the episode. If you've been here this whole time waiting for the story, well, here it is. So a few days ago, I went to Shediac to, go apply for a job. When I was there, I wanted to eat out somewhere. I was like, it's around lunchtime. I'm like, might as well have something to eat while I'm there because there's different restaurants I haven't been to. So I was looking at Google Maps to look at restaurants and look at reviews and stuff. I didn't want to go like super fancy. Obviously, I'm not like I'm not rich right now by any means or anything, but just something different, right?
Before you keep your story going, there's a lot of good restaurants in Shediac, so I'm curious where your story's gonna go.
I know. Well,
Where did you hit?
So I had like a few different ones. I chose one out at first, and then it ended up I think it's like a hotel restaurant, and I was like confused about where I was supposed to go in and like park and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm just giving up on this one, so I moved on from it. And then I was looking at there's a sushi one that had really good reviews, and I considered it heavily because I really enjoy sushi. But it's not like that expensive, but it was expensive enough, like more expensive enough. What I really wanted though, to be honest, wasn't even really sushi. I wanted to have like ramen, but they didn't have ramen.
Yeah. I think the only ramen place is Osaka.
No. But anyway.
Is there another ramen place?
Yes. Literally on the same street.
Oh yeah. They're inferior.
We haven't even been there.
I don't.
Which we should go try that place one time too. But anyway.
Yes.
Uh, so no, this place is like more specifically sushi. There are like a variance, a little bit of stuff on the menu. It's not like only sushi, but it is very sushi centric compared to like Osaka. Um, which was kind of a shame. I really like I had the craving for a ramen, but yeah. So but I ended up deciding no because it was a little bit more expensive than I wanted to pay. And then I was parked at the Tim Hortons, and there was a Chinese restaurant right across the road. And I was looking at reviews, and the reviews were pretty bad. It was like a 3.9, which is not like horrible, but it's not great, especially for a restaurant. But I was looking at reviews, and some of the old reviews had pictures and stuff, and they were like, "This restaurant sucks." Like I seen the pictures, the food didn't look good and stuff. But then some of the newer reviews within the last year or so, or maybe even less, were pretty good. They were like, "Yeah, this is good. It's a new owner, and like it's much better." And it was like, you know what? Like I still have craving for like a different type of food. So not just like a hamburger, even if it is like a really good hamburger or something. It's like I wanted to try something different. And I've been to that place, but a long time ago, before the new owners for sure. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go try it, right? So I come in. The owner comes out. There's like almost no one there. I mean, it's a midday. What was it? Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. Oh, you're muted or something, or maybe your mic something.
I whispered.
Oh, there we go. What'd you say?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I whispered it because I was like, it was irrelevant.
No. So yeah, the owner comes out and very enthusiastic. He has this order, and at first he thought it was my order. I'm like, no, it's not me. I haven't ordered anything yet. So he asked me what I want. I was like, I'm not really sure. I haven't seen your menu. So he gave me a menu, and I ended up ordering, it's beef and broccoli so you get beef, broccoli, and like this type of sauce. I'm not sure, but I think it's a pretty typical thing for a Chinese restaurant, with rice, and chicken balls and an egg roll, and then sour cream, or not sour cream, sorry, sweet and sour sauce, and the cherry sauce they use for the chicken balls usually. And then I sat down while I went. Yeah, so I sat down, waited for my food, and it was really good. And the owner and presumably his wife and his kids were there too. They were kind of cute. They were like running around and stuff. The owner was like extremely nice, very like talkative, not like in the bad way though, in like engage with you type of way. Like I just like to talk. You could tell he really enjoyed what like his craft and stuff, because we started talking about like people that would go in for lunch, because he thought maybe I was going in for lunch or something. So he said, "Is it okay like if it takes like 5-10 minutes?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I have all time." And he said it's because some people like sometimes they want me to rush, but he's like, if I put the flame too high, it's gonna burn it, and then they're unhappy. I was like, yeah, it's like you can't have best of both worlds. It's like people are unhappy because the food's less quality because you rushed, or people are unhappy because it takes a little bit longer, right? It's not even, I wouldn't even call Chinese food fast food typically anyway, so it's like you should expect to have to wait a little while. When I sat down, he thought I was taking out, because we never actually, like, I never mentioned that I was going to sit down since I was driving, right? And really want to just like sit in my car. So he had put all the food into like the packages they use, the like styrofoam and stuff. And when he noticed I had sat down, he asked me, and he completely accommodated me for sitting down. Like he took the chicken balls and the egg roll and stuff out. He put it on a proper plate. He left the rice and stuff in the thing. He asked me though, but I was like, I don't care that much there. Like I'll just eat it in there anyway. Just I don't know, man. Like the experience was like And this place looks like kind of run out from the run down. I mean, from the outside, like the parking lot's really kind of shitty. Uh, like you don't see lines. There's cracks everywhere. Even the inside, you can tell needs work. Like,
Yeah.
but genuinely, I would go back and I would recommend people to go eat there. That's how like good I felt like my experience was with going there. It was genuinely like enjoyable, worth the money. The food was good. I was just like I was surprised.
Hmm.
Is yeah.
I thought it was going to be bad because I know the restaurant for its previous history. Because I've been in Shediac for a while, and I know the restaurant you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, if I had if it was just the old reviews, then I would have probably not have went because of them. But having seen the new reviews being good and being like this is a new owner, I was like I can give this a chance because I can't judge a restaurant based off of the old owners. That makes no sense, right? And these
Yeah.
new reviews are actually good, even though it hasn't brought up into the 4 point whatever like a higher review necessarily. But it might be because people have a bias at this point and they're avoiding it because they're not aware that the new is much better, right?
Like
Uh,
me.
yeah. And like if I go back to Shadiac and I'm hungry for something, I have a little bit of time, like I would go back easily to that restaurant.
See, I might stop by. I'm always there. I might stop by.
Yeah. And don't get
Since
me
you
wrong.
said that, I'm not a huge fan of Chinese, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, whatever. It's you have your own taste, that's fine. And don't get me wrong, like it wasn't mind blowing. It's not like a Nozaka Hibachi. Like if I had to put it on this list, I'd probably put it to like a B plus. Nah, maybe yeah A. No, I probably put it in A. I think. Yeah, I think so. A. Uh,
Okay.
so it's not like mind blowing food, but like it was good. Like I was genuinely like impressed, and like you could tell this guy loves his job, or whether or like if he doesn't love it, then he has passion for it at least. Like he wants it to be good. Like
Mm.
I don't know, but it's impressive. So that's the story. That was the story. Positive story, not a bad one.
Yeah, I thought it was bad. On a similar story, uh, the pizza I don't like from the fancy restaurant from the small town, it's actually family that's owned it, not my family, my girlfriend's family. But they own it, and the passion for his pizza and his stuff is amazing. The fact what he does is it's amazing, and people love his food. I'm just not one of them, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's the worst restaurant in the world. I think if you like his type of stuff, it's probably the best stuff you'll find in the area. So he's worth trying.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that because it's kind of a similar scenario. Like you got to know the owner. I got to know the owner because I didn't know of that part of Christina's family till 6-8 months ago when they moved, and they've been making it big. Like he's he's gotten to the point that that little restaurant's financially stable enough in the middle of nowhere to take 3 months off because he's leaving on a TV show for his second time. Gonna go try to win money. I forget which season, but he placed second in Canada's like chef. I forget the name of it. Top Chef, Canada's Top Chef or whatever. He placed second on one season, and the only reason he lost was because of the dessert, and he's not a dessert person.
Mm. Yeah, that's the thing,
Uh,
right? Like everyone has their drinks and stuff when it
mm,
comes to cooking. Like even me, and I'm not like comparing myself to them by any means, but I couldn't. If you asked me to cook a dessert for you right now, a dessert, I mean, sorry, not a desert, uh, I wouldn't be able to like off the top of my head. And even if you allowed me to Google and stuff, I have like, not no experience, but very little experience with making desserts Whereas I have a lot of experience at this point. I would say, yeah, at this point I have a lot of experience with making like home cooked meals. I think I can make a really good home cooked meals or meals meal. I mean,
Mhm.
uh, but my experience or like even like bread and stuff, I've never made bread ever. So that type of stuff, it's just like if you don't do it much, right? How would you without
Mhm.
just following a tutorial or something?
We're not on their level.
No. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think this pretty much wraps up the episode. It and ended up being like a pretty much completely different episode than I was expecting, but I think it's fine. It still worked out really well.
We got
Uh,
emotional. We got passionate. We defended ourselves to tooth and bone. Like I'm dead.
oh my
I'm dead.
god. This is the last episode. No more podcast episodes after this. Look at what we did.
Dead.
Did. All right. I'm going to wrap up this episode. So thank you for watching or listening to the various podcasts. We are here every Saturday. We're live every Saturday, I should say, sorry, on Twitch, typically at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't catch us live, then the episode comes out on Spotify or on YouTube with video on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, the next week. And yeah, that's it. My name is Manuel. Thank you for watching.
My name's Jesse. You can only find me here, and I'm dead.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.